Hello everyone, how are you? Welcome to Hero Villains, where we explore the darker side of superheroes in comic books. In a world full of characters possessing extraordinary powers, Kratos from God of War and Superman from DC Comics stand out as two fearsome icons of power. Kratos, the God Slayer, the Ghost of Sparta, the God of War, and son of Zeus, has proven that nothing can stop him on his path of vengeance, destroying gods from various temples. In contrast, Superman, the Man of Steel, the Last Son of Krypton, symbolizes hope and justice, always standing up for what is right. But when these two forces collide, Kratos' unstoppable rage versus Superman's unyielding spirit, who never backs down from any threat, not even Kratos, the confrontation between raw power and courage becomes the ultimate test for both. But before we dive into the analysis, hit that subscribe button, it helps us a lot. Thank you so much. Although Kratos has demonstrated extraordinary strength by defeating many powerful gods in God of War, comparing him to Superman is a whole different story. Superman belongs to a distinct class of fictional power and endurance. The gods Kratos faced, no matter how strong, cannot compare to the near limitless capabilities of the Man of Steel. Superman can fly through planets, lift objects as heavy as the Earth, withstand the heat of the sun, and even reverse time. These feats far exceed anything Kratos has encountered before. Kratos, a demigod and son of Zeus, was once a soldier under Ares, the god of war. In his service to Ares, tragedy struck when Kratos unintentionally killed his wife and daughter, an act brought about by Ares' cruel command. This event set Kratos on an unrelenting path of revenge. He killed Ares, took the throne as god of war, and from that moment on, his fate was intertwined with bloody battles and curses. But Kratos' vengeance didn't stop there. He turned his wrath toward his father Zeus and all the gods on Mount Olympus. Kratos is not just a powerful warrior when his fury is unleashed, his strength seems limitless, breaking through every boundary. However, one argument that often comes up when comparing him to Superman is that while Kratos may possess incredible speed, Superman has broken the limits of infinity itself before. Both stand at the pinnacle of power, but when Kratos releases his ultimate fury and is determined to win, he becomes a force no one dares to underestimate. Even after leaving Norway in the world of the Norse gods, Kratos cannot escape war and the struggles that fate has bound him to. The divine universe and his raging spirit follow him wherever he goes. Kratos is a true beast, wielding unmatched power, enough to take on gigantic titans. Remember Kronos, king of the Titans, who stood 1,600 feet tall and weighed 7 million tons. In an unimaginable battle, Kronos tried to crush Kratos with his finger, but Kratos, with unimaginable strength, pushed the giant titan back. While another primal god, Atlas, the one who holds the sky on his shoulders, also attempted to crush Kratos like Kronos did, but Kratos, with the same resolve and absolute strength, fought back. To clarify, Atlas is not just any titan, he is the strongest titan in God of War, requiring both Hades and Poseidon to subdue him. Claiming that Kratos possesses infinite speed and light speed movement, that's nothing compared to Superman, who has accidentally shattered the boundaries of infinity itself. As for carrying the Tyrus Temple, which contains the 9 realms and countless timelines, multiverses is actually just a reference to the gate to the 9 realms, not the weight of all multiverses and infinite timelines combined. Superman once lifted a book with countless pages, each page representing a different reality. Weak against magic, remember Superman once punched Mordru, who is said to be stronger than the Presence, and silenced Zatanna, who is stronger than Scarlet Witch. Kratos has faced foes like Baldur, a warrior considered nearly invincible, unable to feel pain or be harmed. Baldur is seen as the most formidable opponent Kratos has ever faced, yet Kratos was still able to defeat him. Remember, Baldur was strong enough to take on the massive serpent Jormungandr, who fought Thor. Kratos is tough enough to endure Zeus lightning, which can destroy entire mountains. And Kratos didn't just survive Zeus lightning, he also survived the massive volcanic eruption that submerged the city of Atlantis into the sea. Think about that, Kratos withstood blows from Hercules, the god of strength, the embodiment of resilience and endurance. So claiming Kratos can defeat Superman simply because he's a god. Don't forget, Superman has outlived all gods and creatures in the universe until he was the last being left. There are countless feats of Superman that could be listed. In the end, in this universe, Kratos would face a force that even his rage couldn't overcome Superman. From one god after another, Kratos has survived the most insane attacks the Greek gods could throw at him. Hades tried to tear Kratos' soul from his body, but Kratos, with an unbreakable will, fought back. Kratos not only regained his soul, but also resisted Hades' deathly powers. Kratos embodies not only rage, but also possesses incredible speed. He can dodge Zeus lightning, which travels at around 220,000 miles per hour. However, the peak of speed Kratos has encountered was Hermes, the god of speed, who moves so fast that he nearly reaches the speed of light, 670 million miles per hour. Although Hermes might be faster, Kratos still managed to confront this god, showing that his speed falls somewhere between lightning and light, a formidable and unpredictable combination. But what will Kratos, the ultimate god slayer, do when he faces Superman, the last hero? Superman, born on the planet Krypton, where his father Jor-El discovered the impending destruction, is nearly omnipresent with almost limitless speed, capable of defeating 90% of characters in the DC and Marvel universes because very few of them possess the true omnipotence that Kratos does. Remember when Kratos killed Helios, dodging his solar flare attacks multiple times before tearing off his head to finish him off? Even Hermes, who could avoid similar attacks from Helios, could not escape Kratos. In the end, Kratos overpowered Hermes, mercilessly killing the god of speed. Superman is one of the few characters in the DC universe who can move at speeds close to the Flash. There have even been times when he outran the Flash in a race, showcasing his extraordinary power and speed. This is a testament to his ability to protect Earth as Superman, the greatest superhero the world has ever seen. Moreover, Superman far surpasses any train in terms of strength. The prime example is when he, along with Green Lantern, pulled the Earth back into orbit while Starbreaker tried to use his power to push the Earth into the sun. The Earth weighs 6.6 sextillion tons or 6.6 billion trillion tons, but with Superman's strength, he not only resisted Starbreaker but also pulled this massive planet back to safety. Recall the time Superman bench pressed the entire weight of the Earth, all 6.6 sextillion tons, for 5 consecutive days minus 120 hours, 7,200 minutes, and he only shed a single drop of sweat. His endurance and resilience left the entire universe in awe. Nothing in our universe can move at such speeds, and Superman has the ability to operate in that space, even perceiving events at that speed when he wishes. So we have two heroes, Superman and Kratos. In the God of War universe, there are 3 distinct power levels: primordial beings, the Titans, and the gods of Olympus. From the very beginning, before anything existed, these primordial beings waged fierce battles with one another, even before the concept of time was born. From these wars, Earth and the entire universe were created. Kratos, famous for his unmatched brutality, has the ability to subdue his enemies without mercy. He has survived terrible wounds, being impaled by massive swords, and continued fighting even after being struck by Thor's Mjolnir directly in the jaw. This shows that it would take a blow of unimaginable destructive force to end someone like Kratos. But Superman, called the Man of Steel for a reason, has a body so resilient that it rivals the hardest materials in the world. Bullets and sharp weapons have no effect on him. Please subscribe to our channel, it would help us immensely, and you will get to watch amazing videos every day. You're the best, thank you so much. Kratos possesses an enormous arsenal, enough to equip an entire army, but I will focus on his strongest weapons. First, the Blades of Chaos, forged in the deepest pits of Tartarus, the realm of punishment for the colossal gods in Greek mythology. These blades, as I've mentioned, are not only burn in the Norse Helheim, but can also summon meteors from above, turning the battlefield into a scene of chaos and destruction. What's remarkable is their extraordinary durability. They survived the tremendous explosion caused by Zeus, along with the Blade of Olympus, a testament to their indestructible power. The Leviathan Axe, given to Kratos by his wife Laufey after her death, is a weapon of particular importance to him, much like Thor's Mjolnir. He can summon it at any time. This weapon is not only powerful, but also has the ability to freeze flaming Draugr within seconds, release sharp ice beams, and even create devastating tornadoes, making it a formidable weapon in Kratos' hand. Kratos began to gain widespread respect, and this was when Zeus truly began to fear him, calling him the destroyer of worlds. Kratos is not just a warrior, but also the strongest Titan and god of war, capable of holding the earth with one hand and bearing the weight of the entire universe on his back. But what truly makes Kratos terrifying is his strongest weapon, the Blade of Olympus, created by Zeus to end the war between the Titans. With a single strike to the ground, this blade unleashes a wave of energy that destroys all the Titans, including Kronos and Gaia. The power of this blade is unquestionable. Kratos even once tried to take his own life with the very same blade, but he couldn't. This weapon, capable of killing the mightiest gods of Greece and nearly destroying Zeus, still couldn't bring down Kratos. Kratos and Superman share some extraordinary feats, such as mending the fabric of reality and surviving chaotic dimensions. However, in a face-off between these two characters, Superman clearly has the upper hand. First, he's much smarter than Kratos. While Kratos is a tactical genius and an excellent Spartan captain, he has been tricked in the past. Ares deceived him into killing his family, and Zeus tricked him into transferring all his divine powers into the Blade of Olympus. Even though Kratos grew wiser by the end, Superman still far surpasses him in intelligence, easily outwitting Kratos in a mental duel. Both Kratos and Superman possess incredible speed, but if we exclude Hermes' shoes, Superman is clearly faster. However, Kratos has extremely sharp reflexes, sometimes reacting faster than Superman in certain situations. He has dodged attacks from Helios, Hermes, and even the Valkyries, who are incredibly swift and brutal foes. In terms of strength, I'd say the two are on par with each other. Both Superman and Kratos have defeated beings capable of creating and destroying universes. Superman's biggest advantage lies in his superior ability to resist reality warping forces, having faced and survived Emperor Joker's wrath, something Kratos would struggle to overcome. On the other hand, Kratos holds a significant edge when it comes to magic. Not only does he absorb magical power from every defeated enemy, but he is also granted magical abilities by the gods through their will. He possesses magic from Poseidon, the wrath of the giant gods, and much more, making him filled with both Greek and Norse magic. Kratos' resistance to magic is superior to Superman's. He has even escaped his own body in a manner similar to Doctor Strange during a fierce battle with magical forces. While Superman is powerful, he has a weakness to magic, which causes him difficulties when facing opponents like Shazam. Kratos has a healing ability that would make even Wolverine feel embarrassed. In God of War 2018, we saw him fully heal after a fierce battle with Baldur, proving that Kratos' recovery abilities are not to be underestimated. Moreover, I believe Superman's heat vision and freezing breath attacks wouldn't have much effect on Kratos, as he has survived the challenges of Muspelheim and defeated countless Medusas without being harmed. Both Kratos and Superman have a mystical connection to death. Every time Kratos is killed, he returns from the dead as if by an inevitable fate. Similarly, whenever Superman faces death, he falls into a coma to heal. I fully believe we will see many new feats from Superman that could help him defeat Kratos. On the other hand, if Superman were the final boss in the next God of War, I'm sure Kratos would achieve new feats powerful enough to defeat the hero from Krypton. This is a 50/50 fight, but Kratos may have an edge due to his ability to use magic against Superman, not to mention his power to manipulate souls and supernatural concepts. However, if Superman appears in other forms, especially the Prime 1,000,000 version, he's up against a formidable opponent. Kratos is like a wild beast with absolute strength and brutality. Although Superman doesn't usually hunt gods, he is facing a warrior who has fought against all the Greek gods. This is no small feat. In fact, Zeus and Darkseid once clashed, and Darkseid even defeated Zeus, killing him, draining and absorbing all of the God of Thunder's power. That is an unimaginable darkness. So while Kratos has fought and even overcome incredibly powerful cosmic beings, Superman is no stranger to facing powerful beings from other universes. But in the end, ultimate power still belongs to Superman. While Kratos could certainly put up a fierce fight, I don't believe the outcome would be a narrow victory for Kratos. As seen, Superman's overwhelming strength clearly surpasses Kratos. Even though Kratos is a notorious god slayer, having accomplished extraordinary feats in God of War, Superman operates on a completely different level, one where he easily defeats gods in the DC universe. What do you think? We'd love to hear your opinions. Thank you for watching. That's our video for today, and we'll stop here. Thank you, everyone.